Hello and welcome. In this video, we're going to take a look at one reason MacBook Air SSDs fail. There are often other reasons, but this is one that you can control. SSDs have a terabytes written limit. So in this case, we're looking at a warranty of 5 years, 150 terabytes written for that 250 gigabyte SSD. So let's take a look at what it looks like when your machine's running. So we have a SSD with 250 gigabytes, and we have a terabytes written life or a life of 150,000 gigabytes for that SSD. When you download a file, let's say a 100 gigabyte file, that file uses up 100 gigabytes of the terabytes written. Then, when you delete that 100 gigabyte file, there's no change to the terabytes written. That's still 100 gigabytes. When then next you go ahead and download an additional 100 gigabytes, what happens is that then uses up another 100 gigabytes of the terabytes written. So now your terabytes written are up to 200 gigabytes, and it continues to grow as you download more gigabytes. As you start to download data, more of it gets used up until it's 80% or 100%. And the terabytes written is an indicator of when it might fail. In addition to that, there is this thing called swap. So downloading files is one way to use up your terabytes written. Another is swap. So let's take a look at that next. So let's click on the activity monitor by hitting Command and space and then typing in activity, and the activity monitor comes up. And you can see at the bottom when you click memory, you can see the memory pressure. And you can see, let's move that right here, yes, 8 gigabytes of physical memory and 1.08 gigabytes is being swapped. And where is it being swapped? It's being swapped to your SSD. The thing about swaps is that it's persistent and repetitive. It's not a one-time write. This continuous activity is acting like a virtual RAM. So looking at that activity monitor, you can see I've got 1.07 gigabytes as the amount of memory that's being swapped into the SSD. And since it's active, it's using up capacity fast. So 8 gigs of RAM, 1.07 of swap goes into the terabytes written, and then that starts to grow. It moves up from where it is pretty quickly because it's continuous. As long as that 1.07 is showing up on the activity monitor, it's doing a write. So pretty soon, you're at that 80% capacity. And so watch activity monitor for the amount of swap you're using. And that can help you manage your SSD lifespan. So since the swap writing is against the boot SSD, what some people do is boot off that SSD. It's something worth looking into. I hope that helps. Thanks for watching.